summer is when perennials are in their glory. Lucky for you, you've got a huge variety of perennials to pick from, like this lavender, shade perennials like hostas. The real key things about perennials though is how to take care of them, how to plant them, and how to make sure you've got color through the season. So perennials do their showing at different times of the year. This spurge will actually throw its flowers up in late winter, early spring. You've got this Asclepias, which is fantastic for butterflies. This will show itself very nicely in late June into July. And then of course, one of my favorites, sedums. These show their best in the fall. So when you're planning out your perennial garden, make sure that you have plants intermingling that show themselves at different times through the season. Make sure you've got early spring, spring, summer, and fall flowering perennials in the same garden. Planting a perennial garden is pretty easy if you've got the right materials to use. What you want to do is you want to have a great organic topsoil or a composted mulch. You want to dig your hole in your garden twice the size of this pot, but to the same depth. Take out your plant out of its pot, inspect the roots. I like to tickle the roots. That allows the roots to come down and be able to penetrate into the soil. The next step is, once you've planted, give it a real good saturation, watering it in so the new soil can bind to the old soil or the existing soil that's in the pot. The next thing you want to do is wait 2 or 3 weeks. Give your plant a tug by grabbing at the base gently, don't break anything, and then pull up. And if the plant doesn't pull up, it's well rooted and you're good to go for the summer. A lot of perennials in the fall will start to look a little bit weathered, but don't worry about that. That's the plant doing its natural thing of sending all its nutrient that was in the leaves down into the bulbs or the roots. You don't want to take off any of the green until the first hard frost has knocked it off. Once all of that happens, gather it all up with a rake as you're doing your leaves off the trees and add it to your compost pile. Fall maintenance is key. You want to add another layer of composted mulch on top of all your perennials so that they have a great rest through the winter and look fantastic next spring. Perennials create a lot of value in the garden. They come back every year. There's a variety like none other that you can choose from. Make sure you find the light levels that you have so you're planting the right plants in the right light and enjoy your garden.